সুধীমণ্ডলী, অনুষ্ঠানের শুরুতেই পবিত্র কোরআন থেকে তেলাওয়াত ও তর্জমা করবেন অধ্যাপক S.M. Salahuddin. Dear guests, at the beginning of this program, Professor S.M. Salahuddin will recite and translate from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صبغة الله وقل أحسنوا من الله صبغة ونحن له عابدون. قل أتهجوننا في الله وهو ربنا وربكم ولنا أعمالنا ولكم أعمالكم ونحن له مخلصون. صدق الله العظيم. সূরা আল বাকারা আয়াত 138 ও 139 ইরশাদ হচ্ছে, আমরা আল্লাহর রং গ্রহণ করেছি। আল্লাহর রঙের চাইতে উত্তম রং আর কার হতে পারে? আমরা তারই ইবাদত করি। আপনি বলে দিন, তোমরা কি আমাদের সাথে আল্লাহ সম্পর্কে তর্ক করছো? অথচ তিনি আমাদের পালনকর্তা এবং তোমাদেরও পালনকর্তা। আমাদের জন্য রয়েছে আমাদের কর্ম, তোমাদের জন্য তোমাদের কর্ম, এবং আমরা তারই প্রতি একনিষ্ঠ। According to recited verse, our religion is the Baptist of God. And who can baptize better than God? And it is He whom we worship. Say, will a dispute with us about God, seeing that He is our Lord and your Lord, that we are responsible for our doings and ye for yours, and that we are sincere in our faith in Him. Barakallahu lana wa lakum fil Qur'anil azim wa ma alayna illa al balag. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
সুধীমণ্ডলী, ছবি মেলার যাত্রা শুরু 1999 সনে। ছবি মেলার এই 8টি আয়োজনের উপর নির্মিত একটি তথ্যচিত্র এখন আপনারা দেখবেন। Chobi Mela began its journey in 1999. There will now be a screening of a short film documenting the 8 exhibitions that have been organized so far.
धा धा चिता के नाटक Mela is a very different event. It's not at all like other festivals. It's different in terms of what it wants to address, in terms of who it addresses, in terms of the agenda it tries to bring across.
Talk about photography, you fight about photography.
Because Shahidul invited me to Chobi Mela, and for me it's one of the most important festivals.
এবারে স্বাগত বক্তব্য রাখবেন ছবি মেলা আর্টের উৎসব পরিচালক ডক্টর শহীদুল আলম। Now, Dr. Shahidul Alam, the festival director of Chobi Mela 8, will deliver his welcome speech.
The Honourable President of Bangladesh, Mr. Abdul Hamid, the Honourable Minister of Culture, Mr. Asad-Zaman Noor, the Director General of Bangladesh Shilpakala Academy, Mr. Liaquat Ali Laki, the Lens Block Editor of Time Magazine, I got it wrong, of New York Times, Mr. James Estrin, the Global Director of Photography of Geo Magazine, Ruth Eichhorn, Your Excellencies, my fellow colleagues in the media, my fellow photographers and lovers of photography. Those of you who are up at night watching all across the globe, online, hello, you're in for a great show. Changing perceptions remains a big challenge. There are students who cancelled a trip to Bangladesh because Bangladesh is a Muslim country. There's a person in the audience right now who was advised not to come to Bangladesh because he had a beard. Honourable Minister, James Estrin, you be careful. These are the perceptions we hope to change. It is through photography that I've personally known great leaders like Nelson Mandela, magical writers like Gabriel Garcia Marquez, artists like Manuel Alvarez Bravo, great philanthropists like Abdus Sattaridi. I've met ordinary people living extraordinary lives like Hajara Begum, whose generosity I've been humbled by. I've met the woman I love and shared my life with. Today, the street I cycle along as I go to work and return home is new and full of wonder, because photography has taught me to see things in a way I was incapable of before. Every day is rich and vibrant and filled with surprises. I live in a magical world where every day is a miracle and dreams unfold before my eyes. Photography is an incredible weapon, but battles cannot be won with weapons alone. one needs soldiers. That was why I took 2 young photographers with me to the festival in Arles in France many years ago. My friend Abbas, then the chairman of Magnum, walked them along the famous corridors that the legends had walked on. I saw the dreams in these 2 young men, and I knew that they needed to be realized. If the viewer couldn't go to the festival needed to come to the viewer. That idea gave birth to Chobi Mela. Today, the festival stands tall as a marker of where the nation stands in the world of photography. And pioneers like Anwar Hussain, who's been an inspiration for many of us, are finally being recognized by his own peers. My main task today is simply to thank people. Sadly, the list is much too large to thank them all individually. There are some, however, whom I cannot possibly leave out. I would like to start by thanking the Honourable President for gracing the occasion today. In our role as cultural activists and media professionals, it is our job to laud the achievements and criticise the lapses of the establishment. We have consistently and unhesitatingly done that for nearly 3 decades. It is heartening to know that the President of my country is gracious enough to stand by us despite the knowledge that we have questioned when questioning was due. We've also questioned the lack of inclusion of photography in the Asian Biennale, in the absence of a Department of Photography at Shilpakala Academy or the Institute of Fine Arts. It is refreshing to still find support from the Honourable Minister of Culture, Mr. Asaduzzaman Noor, and the Director General of Shilpakala Academy, Mr. Liaquat Lucky, the Goethe Institute, Bangladesh National Museum, and the American Center, because they've all been with us through Chobi Mela. They've all been long-standing partners despite our position. They have embraced Chobi Mela as their own, and I thank them for standing by us. Drik Picture Library and Pathshala South Asia Media Institute, the organisers of this festival, have given birth to this event, and they have felt the labour pains. Chobi Mela is now a young teenager. I congratulate the proud parents. I hope you're ready both to handle the woes and the joys of adolescence. They say you know your true friends when you're in trouble. Since we're in trouble frequently, our friends are called upon more regularly than one might normally expect. I would especially like to thank Sajid Isfahani, Farooq Subhan, Rashid Chaudhary, Arshad Jamal, Mahfuz Anam, and Rubana Haq for believing in us and standing by us when the chips were down. We promise to continue to be troublemakers, but right now, we thank you for bailing us out. I would like to thank Superman Reza Rahman and his hugely talented curatorial team of Munim Wasif, Tanzim Wahab, Salahuddin Ahmed, and Mahbubur Rahman. They have breathed life into this festival. They were magnificently supported by Nabil Rahman, Kamal Hussain, Imaduddin, Faisal Ahmed, Prince Mahbub, and Rizwan Habib. Rehnuma Ahmed and Saiful Islam provided guidance, sometimes from afar. Mahbubur Rahman and Muhammad Harun Rahman Nipun felt the brunt of meeting exhibition and printing deadlines. Muhammad Amirul Zaman and Muhammad Mazharul Islam and Rashidul Islam took care of the many supporting activities that a festival such as this requires. There was a very large team of incredibly hard-working volunteers who played a champion role. I'd like you all to take a bow. Thanks are due to our associate partners, Mutual Trust Bank, Berger Paint, and the Square Group, who provided vital support. We were also helped by facilitating partners, Mohammadi Group, Nova Air, Bangla Track Communications, the Eximco Group, the Spanish Embassy, the University of Liberal Arts. You all dug into your wallets in these difficult times when others turned their backs. Bulbul Academy of Fine Arts, Bengal Foundation, Dhaka South City Corporation, the EMK Center, and the Faculty of Fine Arts of Dhaka University are hosts for the shows, lectures, and presentations you will enjoy. Creativity is what sets us apart. Head office communication, atelier, Intercloud have ensured our connectivity to the rest of the world. The catalogue is a key component which was supported by BRAC Bank. Flora, the AK Khan Group and Eastern Bank provided more general support, with hospitality being provided by Tiger Media. Mainstream media have played a staggering role, particularly Channel I and BTV, who are streaming live as we speak. Of course, there are participating photographers, curators, agents, editors and scholars. It is their vision, their artistry and their sensitivity which provides the intimacy that this festival is centered around. It is their creativity that we are celebrating. I wish I could name all the framers, painters, carpenters, electricians, drivers and rickshawallahs who will play just as important a part in shaping this festival. In the class-based society which we live in, the subaltern always gets left out. That is a battle we have not yet won. All those who have come here today, and the many more who are watching from outside, this is your festival, and we are happy to play our part. I welcome you to Dhaka, to Bangladesh, to Chobi Mela.
সুধী মণ্ডলী, অনুষ্ঠানের এই পর্যায়ে বক্তব্য প্রদানের জন্য বিনীত অনুরোধ জানাচ্ছি সংস্কৃতি বিষয়ক মন্ত্রণালয়ের মাননীয় মন্ত্রী আসাদুজ্জামান নূরকে। Dear guests, I'd like to invite Mr. Asaduzzaman Noor, Honorable Minister, Ministry of Cultural Affairs, to deliver his speech.
The Honorable President of Bangladesh, Advocate Abdul Hamid, the Director General of Bangladesh Shilpakala Academy, Mr. Liaquat Ali Laki, the co-editor of Lens Blog of New York Times, Mr. James Estrin, the Global Director of Photography of GEO Magazine, Ms. Ruth Icon, the Director of Chobi Mela, Dr. Shohidur Alam, Excellencies and other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you. Good afternoon. Not good evening. Sorry. The birth of our nation has been possible due to the enormous sacrifices made by freedom fighters. Not all these freedom fighters have carried guns. Some have sung songs, some have cooked rice, some have provided shelter. Some have written poetry. The Biranganas have provided. The Biranganas of our land have paid a terrible price so our children can breathe the air of freedom. I fully recognize the role that art and media have played and continue to play in shaping our future. In that role, I laud Drik, the organization that has spearheaded the photographic movement in Bangladesh. In its 25-year history, it has transformed the photographic scene not only in Bangladesh, but has become a role model for many other majority world countries. I'm aware that many of the beneficiaries from Nepal and India are in the audience. The Drik Partnership Network extended to Europe and Africa and is a true precursor of the South-South partnership that is needed to counter the North-South imbalance. Drik's commitment to social justice and its political independence has set it apart from many other organizations that have cut corners in the struggle to survive. I have had the pleasure of having personally worked with Dr. Alam and have taken advantage of his unquestionable talent. We have worked in the streets together in our collective effort to bring back democracy to Bangladesh. We have even shared a rickshaw on occasions, and I'm afraid I'm the one to blame for Dr. Alam being mistaken for Bakir Bhai in the villages of Bangladesh. The friends from abroad, I think it needs a little bit of explanation. This Bakir Bhai is a character in a TV serial. And actually we used to look alike. Now he has somehow, he's painting his beard white. So, I mean, he has become a little different. We used to look alike, and people used to take him as, in my place, as Bakir Bhai. It was a very popular character in a TV serial. Drik's commitment to, let me go to the next page. Like his illustrious parents, Dr. Alam has built institutions, and Drik itself has paved the way for other innovations. The admirable School of Photography, Pathshala, you all know about it, the revolutionary global agency Majority World, and of course, this extraordinary festival, Chobi Mela. When the Awami League first returned to power after many years of military rule, we were faced with many challenges. The negative image of Bangladesh was not conducive to foreign investment. The economy needed an injection. We needed to demonstrate what Bangladesh was capable of. We turned to Drik to produce a multimedia presentation that was used by the Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who is also the Prime Minister today, to woo foreign investors. We are indeed able to, using that presentation, turning things around. We do have problems. There are many issues that need to be addressed, but despite our woes, Bangladesh is now recognized as a land of opportunity and poised to become a middle-income country. The quality of Bangladeshi photography is known. That is why so many of you are here today from all corners of the globe. But there are other cultural spheres where Bangladesh. The undisputed success of the Dhaka Art Summit, the recently concluded Classical Music Festival, the Asian Art Biennial, the SAARC Artist Camp, and many more have all contributed to putting Bangladesh firmly on the global cultural map. I am aware that photography too has had an image problem. It has not been considered a viable profession. Photographers have neither been recognized for their art, nor have they received the same respect in the media that their writing peers are used to. Culture generally has faced this problem. It has been seen as a diversion and not an occupation. Yet, the UNESCO Creative Industries Report of 2013 tells a very different story, and I quote, "The report confirms the creative economy as one of the most rapidly growing sectors of the world economy and a highly transformative one in terms of income generation, job creation, and export earnings," unquote. It is with that in mind that I pledge my government support not only to this splendid festival, but to all cultural endeavors. I congratulate the organizations that have supported this initiative and invite you take it upon yourselves to ensure the creative economies become part of your plans for development, growth, and the equitable sharing of resources. I thank Dr. Alam for inviting me to this wonderful creative festival. I wish him and all of his colleagues to a grand success. Our dream is to build a secular, democratic, and prosperous Bangladesh. We are united in fighting back any kind of terrorism, either in the name of religion or politics. Let us all be united in this fight against the forces of darkness. I wish all our guests from abroad a pleasant stay in Bangladesh. Thank you. Thank you all. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu.
এবার জিইওর পরিচালক মিস রুথ আইকনকে অনুরোধ জানাচ্ছি তার বক্তব্য প্রদানের জন্য। Now I'd like the director of
Honorable President, Honorable Minister, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I first be here again. Bangladesh looks to me, who knows the international photo community very well, like a little miracle country that produces so many talented photographers. If you wake me up at night and ask me to spill out in an instant 5 names of outstanding photographers from Bangladesh, I would not have a problem. There are other and bigger and more industrialized countries where I would just go back to sleep without a word. I'm well aware that without Shahidul Alam, the creator of Drik Agency and Pathshala School, all this would not be possible. How wonderful is the fact that one can create an image not only of a company, but of an entire country by training photographers to be top of the pops in photojournalism, in visual storytelling, in art photography, by expressing what is going on in a country. And all this not only to document, but to reflect and translate complex contents into stunning and convincing images that go out into the world aware of your country. A country poor and rich, full of problems and full of natural wonders, full of aggression and full of peaceful moments. Translated into photography, it's about crying out loud on social injustice issues. And it is a probing, analytical view of a photographer approaching his or her subject as a field researcher would. The resulting images can be quick snapshots of an eyewitness, or they can show the grand tableau, like a subtle genre painting full of fine brush strokes, commenting on the condition of society. How important is photography for a society these days? When Geo magazine was founded in Germany, it was the first magazine printed entirely in color. Photography was not as accessible as it is today. I looked up when we first published a story on Bangladesh. The first issue of Geo came out in October 76, and already in March 77 we did a story on Bangladesh. It was about the Mru people, a hill tribe living close to the border of Myanmar. The outline of the story was about the happy life of the Mru people living in paradise and in harmony with nature. The author and photographer was German. The images show a wonderful lifestyle, but looking back in retrospect at the pictures, we noticed that they are technically and aesthetically far from the sophistication we see in photography today. After that, it took a while to draw Geo's attention again to Bangladesh, which came out when, in April 1991, the most powerful tropical cyclone hit the land and caused more than 100,000 dead and millions of people losing their land. About the aftermath of the event. The most recent story we ran is only about a few months old. In November last year, we published Bangladeshi photographer Saka Prodik's beautiful, poetic images of the still traumatic situation of erosion along the Padma River, and the fact that the people are still losing their land. And a visual essay he had produced on his own, and we published it as a multi-page feature story. Of course, we have produced more stories since then on Bangladesh, but these three stories show in a nutshell the development of Geo magazine, of the German reader's interest, and of photography itself. By 1977, Germans had finally recovered from the trauma of World War II and were very interested in learning about foreign countries and foreign cultures and how other people live. Later on, the interest shifted to issues that explain and have a connection to the world in general, like the climate. Today, with climate change as an ever-present topic, a reminder of the message can only be a new catastrophe or new amazing images, a new visual interpretation by a clever photographer. Shaidul Alam asked me why I'm coming back to Dakar. Well, to be honest, when I left after my first visit, I thought I'd never come back, because the traffic here is something I've never seen in my life. Being stuck for an hour in a taxi in front of an ambulance with sirens and flashing blue light was a new experience for me, one I was not so keen to repeat. But I came back anyway, because I think the advancement in photography is not only happening in Western countries. There is creativity and innovative power everywhere, and especially in countries where people encounter a stiff competition, like Bangladesh. And photography is not only about producing great images, it is very much about freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and freedom from censorship. Photography as the only supranational language is becoming more and more important. We have to teach how to make the best use of it, and all of us have to keep up learning how to read it. Has photography changed the world? Definitely yes, and it will continue to do so.
সম্মানিত অতিথিবৃন্দ, এবার বক্তব্য রাখবেন নিউ ইয়র্ক টাইমসের লেন্স ব্লগের co-editor Mr. James Estrin. Respected guests, now Mr. James Estrin, co-editor of Lens blog, the New York Times, will deliver his speech.
I'm honored to be here at the opening ceremony of the 8th edition of the Chobi Mela Photography Festival with distinguished colleagues and leaders of Bangladesh. Thank you to the Honorable President, Honorable Minister. When I was invited by Dr. Shaidul Alam to attend the festival and review the work of photographers here, I jumped at the opportunity. Despite the lengthy journey I would be making, I felt I had to come because I have long admired the work of Bangladeshi photographers. And I had to answer a question that I have often asked and discussed with my colleagues at the New York Times. Why are there so many great Bangladeshi photographers? There is, of course, fine documentary and journalistic photography done all over the world, but Bangladesh really seems to have much more than its share of distinguished image makers. Why is that? I look forward to finding the reasons out this week, but I believe I already know at least a few of the answers. It is institutions like the Chobi Mela Festival and the Pathshala South Asian Media Institute, where so many of your fine photographers have attended. And it is also, I believe, because of Shaidul Alam, who started both institutions and has helped teach the world the importance of people in, as he says, the majority world, telling their own stories to global audiences. As the co-editor of the New York Times Lens blog, I see so many fine photo essays done by Bangladeshi photographers that I sometimes laugh when Western photographers tell me that they are going for a few weeks to do a story in Bangladesh. I always think they really should choose another country to parachute into, because there is so little chance that they will do as well as the Bangladeshi photographers will do on the same subjects. When I think of Bangladeshi photography, I think of dedicated and impassioned visual storytellers who are interested in documenting their fellow countries' innovative visual approaches. I'm grateful for the opportunity to meet many of them this week. Thank you.
সুধীমণ্ডলী, এবার বক্তব্য প্রদানের জন্য অনুরোধ জানাচ্ছি বাংলাদেশ শিল্পকলা একাডেমির মহাপরিচালক এবং আজকের অনুষ্ঠানের সভাপতি জনাব লিয়াকত আলী লাকিকে। Now I'd like to request Mr. Liaquat Ali Laki, Director General of Bangladesh Shilpakala Academy, to deliver his speech.
মহামান্য রাষ্ট্রপতি জনাব আব্দুল হামিদ, সংস্কৃতি বিষয়ক মন্ত্রণালয়ের মাননীয় মন্ত্রী জনাব আসাদুজ্জামান নূর এমপি, মঞ্চে উপবিষ্ট আমাদের দুজন সম্মানিত অতিথি মিস্টার জেমস এস্ট্রিন এবং মিস রুথ আইশন, দ্রিকের কর্ণধার এবং এই ছবি মেলার অন্যতম প্রধান মানুষ শহীদুল আলম, আমার সামনে উপবিষ্ট বিশিষ্ট জনেরা, ফটোগ্রাফি শিল্পের পৃষ্ঠপোষক, শোভানোধ্যায়ী, সুধীমণ্ডলী, আমরা অত্যন্ত আনন্দিত যে আজকে ছবি মেলা যেটি আয়োজিত হচ্ছে তার সঙ্গে আমরা সহ আয়োজক হিসেবে পাশে থাকতে পারছি। আপনারা জানেন যে বাংলাদেশ শিল্পকলা একাডেমি 1974 সালে জাতির জনক বঙ্গবন্ধু শেখ মুজিবুর রহমান প্রতিষ্ঠা করেছিলেন এবং তার একটি স্বপ্ন ছিল যে শিল্পের সকল শাখা যাতে বিকশিত হয় এবং শিল্পের পণ্ডিত যাতে তৈরি করা যায়, এবং এই একাডেমি সেই দায়িত্বটা পালন করবে। আনন্দের সাথে বলা যায় যে সেই 74 সালের পরে 10 বছরের মধ্যেই প্রথম একটি ফটোগ্রাফি প্রতিযোগিতা আয়োজন করে এই দ্রিক এবং ছবি মেলা, এবং তখন একটি আমাদের যে বরেণ্য শিল্পীরা ফটোগ্রাফির সঙ্গে যুক্ত, যারা আমি শ্রদ্ধার সাথে স্মরণ করতে চাই আজকের এই দিনে, তাদের মধ্যে মঞ্জুর আলম বেগ, জনাব রশিদ তালুকদার, বিজন সরকার, গোলাম মুস্তাফা, জনাব আনোয়ার হোসেন এবং শহীদুল আলম সহ অনেক বরেণ্য ব্যক্তিরা ছিলেন। তাদের একটি স্বপ্ন ছিল এবং দাবি ছিল যে শিল্পকলা একাডেমিতে একটি ফটোগ্রাফি বিভাগ যেন চালু করা হয়। আমি আনন্দের সাথে বলছি যে সময়টা হয়তো 25 বছর অতিক্রম করেছে, আমরা ফটোগ্রাফি বিভাগ চালু করার সমস্ত প্রক্রিয়া শুরু করেছি এবং গত বছর থেকে যে শিল্পকলা পদক প্রবর্তন করা হয়েছে, আমরা যে পদক মহামান্য রাষ্ট্রপতি প্রদান করেন এবং আগামী 19শে ফেব্রুয়ারি দ্বিতীয়বারের মতো এই পদক প্রদান করা হবে, এই শিল্পের বিভিন্ন শাখার মধ্যে ফটোগ্রাফিকেও কিন্তু সেখানে যুক্ত করা হয়েছে। আজকে এই বরেণ্য শিল্পীদের যারা এই ফটোগ্রাফিকে শিল্পের একটি মান উত্তীর্ণ করে গেছেন তাদেরকে আমি আবারও শ্রদ্ধার সাথে স্মরণ করতে চাই। আজকে যে মেলাটি আয়োজন হয়েছে আপনারা নিশ্চয়ই ইতোমধ্যে জেনেছেন যে শুধুমাত্র শিল্পকলা একাডেমির ন্যাশনাল আর্ট গ্যালারিতে নয়, ঢাকা শহরের বিভিন্ন জায়গায় সেটি আয়োজন করা হয়েছে এবং আমি কৃতজ্ঞতার সাথে স্মরণ করতে চাই যে বঙ্গবন্ধু এই প্রতিষ্ঠানটি যেমন প্রতিষ্ঠা করেছিলেন, এটি বিকশিত করেছেন বর্তমান প্রধানমন্ত্রী জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনা। আজকে যে গ্যালারিটা আমাদের এই প্রদর্শনীটা হবে, সেই গ্যালারিটি যে আজকের অবস্থানে এসেছে সেটির পেছনে সমস্ত স্বপ্ন এবং পরামর্শ আমাদের মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী। আপনারা হয়তো জেনেছেন সাম্প্রতিককালে একটি মঞ্চ তার পরামর্শে আমরা নির্মাণ করতে পেরেছি, নন্দন মঞ্চ এই মাঠের পাশেই, আপনার গ্যালারিতে যাওয়ার সময় সেটা হয়তো দেখতে পাবেন। আমি দ্রিকের এবং ছবি মেলার যে স্বপ্ন তাকে একটু বিশেষ শ্রদ্ধার সাথে আমি স্মরণ করতে চাই যে শিল্প শুধুমাত্র মুষ্টিমেয় জায়গায় নয়, মুষ্টিমেয় মানুষের জন্য নয়, শিল্প হবে সকলের, এবং যেটি আমাদের শিল্পকলা একাডেমি গঠনের মূল স্বপ্ন ছিল আমাদের বঙ্গবন্ধুর, সেই স্বপ্নের যে আন্দোলনটি এই ছবি মেলা করছে এবং বিশেষ করে আমাদের দেশে সারা বিশ্বে যে সভ্যতা মানবতা সুপ্রতিষ্ঠিত করার যে স্বপ্ন নিয়ে এই প্রতিষ্ঠানটি কাজ করছে, তাদেরকে আমি আন্তরিকভাবে ধন্যবাদ জানাতে চাই। এই মেলাটি ইতিমধ্যে জেনেছেন একটি ব্যতিক্রমধর্মী একটি মেলা। আমরা পরিশেষে যে কথাটি বলতে চাই যে বিশ্বে নানানভাবে বিশ্ব শান্তি বিঘ্নিত হচ্ছে, ladies and gentlemen, and the guests from abroad, that we know that it is really true that here and there, throughout the world, sources of discord exist. It is also true that worry is never far from men's hearts, but it is also true that despite the dark forces that oppose them, the means of safeguarding peace depends on man alone, and upon each and every one of them. Art must make decisions in the era of decisions. We are optimistic that we, the people of art, try with our work to make our planet at last fit to live on. And that still means, above all, that we must create art for a peaceful present and the friendly future in which man is helpmate of man. আমি আবারও মহামান্য রাষ্ট্রপতি, মাননীয় মন্ত্রী, বিদেশি অতিথিবৃন্দ, দ্রিক এবং ছবি মেলার সকল বন্ধুদের যারা সহযোগিতা করছেন তাদেরকে, আজকে যারা উপস্থিত হচ্ছেন তাদের সকলকে আন্তরিকভাবে ধন্যবাদ এবং কৃতজ্ঞতা জানিয়ে আমার বক্তব্য শেষ করছি। জয় বাংলা, জয় বঙ্গবন্ধু, বাংলাদেশ দীর্ঘজীবী হোক।
সুধীমণ্ডলী, এবার আজীবন সম্মাননা প্রদান। Now it's time for the Lifetime Achievement Award. আলোকচিত্র জগতে অসামান্য অবদানের জন্য জনাব আনোয়ার হোসেনকে আজীবন সম্মাননা প্রদান করা হচ্ছে। গণপ্রজাতন্ত্রী বাংলাদেশের মহামান্য রাষ্ট্রপতি জনাব মোহাম্মদ আব্দুল হামিদকে বিনীত অনুরোধ জানাচ্ছি জনাব আনোয়ার হোসেনের হাতে আজীবন সম্মাননার ক্রেস্ট প্রদান করার জন্য। For extraordinary contribution in the world of photography, we are presenting the Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. Anwar Hussain. Mr. Anwar Hussain is coming onto the stage. ধন্যবাদ মহামান্য রাষ্ট্রপতি। Thank you, Honorable President. সুধীমণ্ডলী, এবার বিনীত অনুরোধ জানাচ্ছি আজকের অনুষ্ঠানের সম্মানিত প্রধান অতিথি গণপ্রজাতন্ত্রী বাংলাদেশের মহামান্য জন্য ও ছবি মেলা আর্টের শুভ উদ্বোধন ঘোষণা করার জন্য। সুধীমণ্ডলী, the Honorable President of Bangladesh.
Assalamu alaikum. Honorable Minister for Culture, Mr. Asudjaman Noor, MP. Director General of Bangladesh Shilpokola Academy, Mr. Liaquat Ali Laki. New York Times Lens blog co-editor, Mr. James Esteen. Global Director of Photography of GEO magazines, Ms. Ruth Eichhorn. Director of Chobi Mela, Dr. Shohidul Alam, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen present. Good afternoon to you all. I feel honored and privileged to be here with you at the opening ceremony of Chobi Mela 8, an international photography festival organized by Drik Picture Library Ltd and Pathshala, a South Asian media institute in Dhaka, with the theme Intimacy. I have been informed that some world-famous photographers, such as GEO Director Ms. Ruth Eichhorn, Magnum photographer Larry Toll, New York Times Lens blog co-editor Mr. James Esteen, Bangladesh legendary photographer Anwar Hussain, world press photo winner Dennis Deliox and Spanish Cristina Nunez have joined in this gala festival. I take this opportunity to extend my warm felicitations and heartiest thanks to the renowned photographers, both from home and abroad in this festival. I wish them a very pleasant stay in Dhaka. At the outset, I recall with profound respect the greatest Bengali of all time and father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who gave us a sovereign and independent state and separate identity in the world arena. I also pay my deep homage to the martyrs who made supreme sacrifice in the War of Liberation in 1971. I am happy to know that Chobi Mela has been the single biggest photography event in Asia and the first of a regular biennial that has become one of the highlights of the Asian calendar since its inception in 2000. I thank the organizer, particularly Dr. Shohidul Alam, director of Chobi Mela, for arranging this international photography festival in Dhaka. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, there is a long history of photography in this region. I have been informed that photography was brought to British India in March 1840. It was in 1856 when the first photographic shots were taken in Dhaka. In the later part of the 19th century, the art of photography got its momentum in Dhaka under the patronage of Nawab Khaja Asanullah and his son Nawab Khaja Salimullah. Dhaka got its first photographic studio, R.C. Das and Sons, in 1910. The studio was located at Nawabpur Road. With the passage of time, Bangladesh Photographic Society was formed in Dhaka in 1975. Nowadays, a number of art and photographic galleries like Drik Gallery, Bengal Gallery of Fine Arts have been set up in Dhaka. Ladies and gentlemen, Bangladesh is a rich land of art and culture since time immemorial. Many world-famous artists such as Shilpacharya Zainal Abidin, S.M. Sultan, Kamrul Hassan, and many illustrious sons of the soil elevated our country to a great height in the international arena by presenting their time-tested arts. Ladies and gentlemen, the importance of photography is immense. It not only captures the event but also depicts the time also. It carries eventful time from past to present. The photos of our great language movement, devastating cyclone in 1970, the historic speech of Bangabandhu on 7th March 1971, War of Liberation, and the surrender of Pakistani army at the then racecourse Maidan in 1971 inspired us and ignite the new generation with patriotism. Therefore, photos not only depict time but also hold the history of the period. We can use photography as a tool of social change. Immortal touch. Let us use photography for transforming globe into a land of peace and harmony, which is the ultimate desire of entire mankind. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to know that Pathshala, a South Asian media institute in Bangladesh, has been playing a very significant role in imparting higher photography learning both at home and abroad. It is also heartening to note that many students from world-renowned universities such as Oxford University Oslo University College, Griffith University, and Edith Cowan University of Australia are associated with this institution as various capacities. I am pleased to learn that the organizer of this festival confers Lifetime Achievements Award upon legendary photographer of Bangladesh, Mr. Anwar Hussain, for his outstanding contribution in photography. I congratulate him on having this award. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, I formally declare Chobi Mela 8 open. I thank you all. Khuda Hafiz. May Bangladesh live forever. Thank you. Thank you.
ধন্যবাদ মহামান্য রাষ্ট্রপতি আপনার মূল্যবান ও দিক নির্দেশনামূলক ভাষণ প্রদানের জন্য। সুধীমণ্ডলী, এরই সাথে শেষ হচ্ছে আমাদের আজকের উদ্বোধনী অনুষ্ঠান। ধন্যবাদ মহামান্য রাষ্ট্রপতি, ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে।